Hello everyone, it is the end of day 4 and I'm ready to give an update. So today's subject was ohi, so vocabulary, because I am still greatly lacking in vocabulary. But I have been noticing that I am improving, which is really nice. I should honestly just do this a lot more often. I should just study all the time. I don't have much new to report, so I'm just going to get into a different thing. Oh, first, if you watch the video explaining this whole study method, you know, the study plan updated to, I used an A word, amended, something like that, basically, you'd know that my internet was not working and I had to plug my computer directly into the wall. Well, I somehow figured out how to fix that by not following the instructions. It worked. So now I can move my computer around, which means I can go watch dramas on my bed when I want to, honestly. But yeah, there's that. And then another thing I wanted to get into is I really like writing in English. I think that's one of the hardest things about writing for me in Korean because I can't exactly express what I want to as well as I would like to. I haven't written anything in English in probably around 6 months. And I definitely hadn't written anything in Korean except for maybe a few sentences. So today I thought for like part of my passive learning, I would just see what happened. While I was watching Pinocchio earlier, I restarted that one and I will explain it in a little bit because that's actually one of the new things. While I was watching Pinocchio earlier, I got the idea for probably a short story. I can't see myself turning this into a novel or anything. I got this idea for a short story and I started writing it and I got about a page, which I am super proud of, but is probably terrible and no one will probably ever see it, but it did give me a lot more confidence in writing, even though I know it probably sucks, especially since my English writing is like that. I'll just like spit words onto a page and then I'll edit it later. But yeah, so writing whatever I want without like thinking too much about it is one of my new passive exercises, and I might do that a little bit more often. I think probably the last thing I wanted to talk about is Pinocchio. Right. If you're looking for a drama with some harder like concepts, not concepts, but just higher vocabulary, I would highly recommend Pinocchio. I started it because I remember I watched it back in 2014 when it came out. I hated it. Yes, I hated it. That was how I figured out that I didn't like Lee Dong-seok that much as an actor. But one of the things that the thing that kept me going till probably about episode 14 was the reveal scenes were just so good. I like a good reveal scene. I like the emotions attached to it. I like watching people's reactions a lot. So that kept me going for a while. I started Pinocchio today thinking, it's about reporters. That'll like give me a lot of vocab that I don't know, right? Because that'll cover a lot of topics and it'll cover a lot of, there's a question on the topic about, not internet articles. What was I about to say? Article titles. Article titles are never straight up sentences. They're mostly fragment sentences so that people can get the general idea and you have to explain what the article is about based on the fragments of the title, right? I suck at those, but I'm like, you know what? Pinocchio is going to give me the practice that I need. And actually, we've already had several headlines that I've worked to kind of try and figure out, so that was fun. But I went into this thinking, oh, well, I understood 98 to 99% of 친애하는 판사님께. I probably only missed, I'm going to say I missed 50 words in the entirety of 친애하는 판사님께. And then there was one scene where I just barely didn't understand what was going on. I knew he was upset with his brother for something because his brother basically ignores him, but I didn't understand what the document was about. It could have been their family register, but I don't understand how he wasn't on it. That's the one scene that like I couldn't understand. So I might have to go back and watch that one. But out of the 20 hours, that was the one scene I didn't get the good grasp of. And I didn't miss that many words scattered throughout it. I knew what was going on the entire time, and that gave me a great feeling, so I decided, yeah, let's watch Pinocchio. I have already missed a whole scene. Like, I was just watching it, and I'm like, okay, I know exactly what you guys are talking about. I know why you're talking about it. I know what you're saying, but I don't know what you're saying. Because I could understand it, and I knew what they were trying to get across, but I couldn't actually hear the words. I couldn't hear the words they were saying. I couldn't follow the words they were saying. I know that in the beginning they had an accent, although Park Shin-hye didn't really have much of one, and I think I'm not sure if that was just Park Shin-hye not doing it, or if it was because she moved there later in life. Yeah, it was probably that. But they were doing an accent, and I couldn't understand it. So I couldn't pick up any new words from that. And then I've missed a bunch of words already. Actually, almost every scene, there's a word or two that I just what, excuse me, what does that mean? The last thing I'm going to say, that's it for my report. I did 13 hours today. I didn't feel like I actually got much done. I mostly did my normal stuff, like reading internet articles, learning hanja, and then those two things, Pinocchio and writing. Well, I've learned that curtain, I'm not going to be opening that curtain anymore because I'm not sure if you can see it this side. I burnt. And it hurt. So, yeah. Tomorrow I will be doing ditki, which is going to be very interesting because I mostly have only done passive ditki. Like, I'd listen to the radio or I'd throw on a drama, which dramas are actually much more helpful than I thought they were. Or I'd watch a movie. I actually really haven't done that yet in this study period, but I have done it when I was back at my house. But tomorrow's ditki, and I mostly only have passive things for that, so I'm going to have to come up with some exercises that are more active. Or I might just study and then try to listen to the subject. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. If you have any questions or comments, let me know. Thank you for watching. Bye.